What it do? It's your boy Tolman. Today is August 4th, which means we've got a brand new TWAB from Bungie today. So we are going to be diving into that. Got a lot to unpack. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. This week at Bungie, we're preparing for our big showcase event later this month, detailed in an earlier TWAB. We are also working with the community for a nifty new exotic, detailing what's next for Iron Banner in Season 18, announcing Rift coming back to regular Crucible, and giving one last call for that glowy glamour goodness with Solstice event that is nearing its end. As we've already mentioned, we're not going to be dropping any major news between now and the August 23rd showcase, but that doesn't mean we don't have anything to chat about. For this week, we're keeping things a little lighter, so let's start with what old Saladin has up his sleeve for us with Iron Banner returning next season. Ready for this week's TWAB? Let's get into it. Oh boy, let's go! Alright, starting off here with Iron Banner. More Iron Banner is on the way next season, this time sans Rift. To talk about more on what's on the horizon, we've got Principal Designer Alan Blaine here to dive a little deeper into what's next in Iron Banner and Crucible Realms. Take it away, Alan. Alright, from Alan Blaine, hi everyone. Now that Iron Banner is officially wrapped up for Season of the Haunted, let's talk about what we've learned and plans for next season and the future. First up, we're adding the ability to gild the Iron Lord Seal title with a batch of matches in Valage Forge's honor. As for what else is new in Season 18, let's talk about streaks. When we started working on Season 18's Iron Banner, well before we launched Rift, we knew we wanted to come back to something more familiar after a season of objective-based gameplay. Some of you have been asking for Clash and Iron Banner for a while now, so we decided to start there. With that aside, we still need that Iron Banner twist. The thing that makes it feel unique. Oh boys, are we getting Clash and Iron Banner? The core vision started with a conversation that sounded like, what if when you went on a kill streaks, Saladin shouted, he's on fire, and you lit on fire? And maybe when you got killed, he shouted, boom shakalaka. And from that chaotic conversation, Eruption was born. Oh boy. What is Eruption? Eruption is Clash with energy boost based on kill streaks. It was affectionately called Streak Mayhem internally before we gave it a real name. During Eruption, killing your opponent scores 1 point in a normal amount of energy. After that, when you get your second elimination in a row without dying, you become Surging. And it looks like assists will count towards this too. What is going on? So while Surging, you will start lightly glowing. Kills start generating 10% super energy and 20% grenade, melee, and class energy. You score 3 points per kill. When you get your 5th kill without dying, you then become primed. When primed, you begin glowing brightly. Your team goes on the hunt. During the hunt, everyone on the team gains 5% super and 10% grenade, melee, and class energy. You now gain 12% super and 5% grenade, melee, and class energy per kill. You score 3 points per kill. Sounds great, right? So who wouldn't want to be primed? Well, oh boy, it looks like there's going to be a counter to being primed. You also get a 15-second timer on you. If the timer reaches 0, you erupt. Erupting kills you, which resets your streaks and ends the hunt. Getting a kill resets the eruption's timer back to 15 seconds. You are then marked for both teams so everyone can see right where you are. The other team gets 3 points for killing you. Choices. More than one player can be primed at a single time. What? Real quick, guys, can you just imagine 2, maybe even 3 people being primed and how chaotic that would be, whether it's your team, their team? It is going to be just a rush fest. We are excited to get Eruption into everyone's hands, and we hope it continues to illustrate our desire to bring new and unique experiences to Crucible and Iron Banner. One of the things we learned with Rift in the current season is that if we have a brand new mode, introducing it to everyone in a high focus environment first highlights inevitable issues that any multiplayer game has. Instead, we are going to be moving forward with a zone control plan, first to make sure it performs as intended, a real world setting. Then, and only then, do we bring a new mode update to Iron Banner. We will definitely come back to Control and Rift for Iron Banner in the future, but expect a familiar mode with a unique experience in Season 19. In the meantime, let's talk Rift. Oh no bro, anything but Rift. Bring back D1 Rift. Think Rift, but make it Crucible. Alright, we might be onto something here. Rift won't be an Iron Banner for Season 18, but that doesn't mean the mode is gone forever. Most of you will be happy to hear that Rift will now have more standard overtime rules. For those who may not know what exactly that means, overtime is added time put on the clock that gives team a shot at breaking any tie that may be in place. It also gives us Titans a fair shake to go ham with those fiery hammers and hope for the best. Bro, get out of here with that Titan. Ugh. Back to Alan Blaine, Season of the Haunted ushered in a new era of Iron Banner starting with Rift. While the first week had a rocky start, bro, it had a bad start, let's be honest. By the end, many players were starting to develop new tactics and strategies for the mode, and the weekend games were some of the closest and well played. Bro, Rift was garbage. Then the second week rolled around and we fixed most of the bugs and everyone had a great time, right? No, bro, I gave up on the seal. It was terrible. We all know that change can be hard. No, bro, Destiny 2 Rift is hard, especially when unexpected change. Communicating changes that we don't know will work out, communicating future plans when there's no hard date, and bouncing between opposing player bases all contribute to the complexity of the PvP in Destiny 2 universe. But there's wonderful things that we are committed to. For now, this is what we're happy to share with players, and we think a lot of this information is going to be exciting for many of you. Honestly, the new Clash does sound pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie. Skipping over the fun facts that they posted, the community was able to expose some flaws in the mode. We have already hit a number of fixes to go live in Rift, like making the games end properly if the spark was dunked late, or if the spark could always be picked up. We also made a few tuning changes such as the 3-score mercy rule, as well as when we dropped the base mode time to 8 minutes. The number of matches that fully went to time dropped by 10%. Dude, good. The time was too long. And we went from having no mercy rule to criteria to about a third of the matches ending in mercy. That's not bad, that's cool. One of my favorite things about the new era of Iron Banner is that the new rules we're going to be bringing about in each season. While Rift won't be in Iron Banner next season, it will be in a weekly rotator in Crucible. Available to play on week 1, 8, and 14 as well as private match. Alongside the more standard overtime rules, we expect multi-spark to return in the future season. AFK protections have been updated to utilize Rift-specific events, and later this season, we fixed a bug that didn't allow you to always immediately dunk the spark if you picked it up too close to the Rift. Moving on, new exotic ornament, you shouldn't have. We talk a lot about Destiny 2 fashion, but the threads of style aren't limited to armor. What's a good look without appropriate accessories? Am I right? We're excited about the new weapons and other gear on the way, but we think it's time for a few familiar pieces of equipment to get a makeover. Even better, we want you to decide on which ornament becomes reality. Even better than that, the designs behind the proposed ornament will be created by an artist from our Destiny 2 community, players that are pure magic when it comes to bringing out the game into the real world through art. So how does this work? First, we're leaving it up to you in the community to pick which exotic gets a community-created ornament. We will have 3 options for you to vote on in the email that will be sent out starting on October 16th. Make sure you're signed up for Bungie's emails because the 3 exotics we're looking at are the Arbalist, the Sweet Business, and the Rat King. Once that spiffy exotic has been selected, we will be working with a community-chosen artist as well as help them create 3 different weapon ornament concepts. Once we have the 3 and are viable to be made into ornaments, we will have another community vote so that way you can all pick your personal favorite. The winner will be approved and made into a weapon ornament in-game, and then bam, new look, new you. Hey, I always like it when they bring in a little Destiny 2 fashion. I'm going to be voting for Arbalist because I just see that being more in the meta than the other 2 weapons. Alright, so here's a quick look at the full process. The community votes on which exotic to pick through email starting on August 16th. Make sure you're signed up for Bungie emails if you want to partake. Community artist creates 3 weapon ornament concepts for the winning exotic. Community votes to pick their favorite weapon ornament concept. Winning weapon ornament goes into production and is released in-game as early as Season 21, so we really won't have it for a while, but at least we'll have something to look forward to. This will be the first community-created item that makes it into the game, and we are really excited to see how it plays out. We have picked out an artist, so please don't feel the need to start any campaigns on whom we should pick. We also aren't asking them to do this work for free, and we'll be paying them just like when we work with other external concept artists. We want to make sure that we give our artists plenty of time to work on their concepts, so it will be around several months until we reveal who they are and unveil their work for the next round of voting. Guys, this is really cool of Bungie to be doing this, especially after all the toxicity that just Bungie has been dealing with in general in the past couple of months. Make sure you vote for the Arbalist for your boy, because what is the Rat King going to be doing in the meta? Alright guys, that is pretty much it for this week's TWAB. There's going to be a little bit just talking about the exit of Solstice 2022 and a little bit of player support where you can see known issues in the help forums. But make sure you guys go check that out if you guys are curious on what's going on there. But otherwise, it's been super fun. I appreciate you guys sticking around on this video. Make sure to give me a like, a subscribe, or even comment, or just not. I don't know. It's going to be completely up to you. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video.